Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Today we are going to be restoring this Ford F350 Super Duty, which I got at the junkyard, and it is rusty, it's beat up, it needs to be restored, and that is what we are doing today. So let's go ahead and jump right into our restoration by moving this over to the car lifter. And then let's go ahead and get all the body panels off of it. And get the interior gutted, and then get everything looking good and new. Alright, I believe that is going to be everything on the exterior. Let's go ahead and just double check. Nope, I missed the tail light there. Alright, that's everything on the exterior. Okay. Let's go ahead and disassemble the interior. And that stupid bug kicks me out. Alright. So, let's go ahead and get the interior detailer moved over. And then the welder moved over. And let's get cleaned up. So the interior is detailed, and let's clean up that rust to reveal a nice black paint job. And now let's put these up. Alright. So we are going to go on ahead and get the engine out of the vehicle. So we need to disconnect the drive shaft and the gearbox in order to do that. Oh, that shot me way out back behind the car. Alright. So let's get that drive shaft removed. There we go. While we're at it, let's get all this exhaust stuff out. That is part of the middle muffler there. I thought that was part of the exhaust pipe. Alright, and then let's get that exhaust out. Let's get the transfer case disconnected, and then get the gearbox off. Good, good, good. Alright, this engine is ready to be pulled out. It looks like it's just the block and the crankshaft. There's a couple of pistons in there, but it's going to be a lot of purchasing of parts to get that engine back to where it needs to be. So let's go ahead and drop it down and get the engine crane moved over to the car lifter and get this engine out. Just like that, and let's get it up on the engine crate. Or stand, I should say, sorry. Alright, so we are going to save that for later, and we are going to get started on some suspension parts. So let's go ahead and rebuild the front suspension first. Let's go ahead and remove the rim and tire, which that, I guarantee you I will not be able to repair that. That's bad. This one as well, this looks really bad. So, alright, let's go ahead and get started by removing everything. Just like in the last Car Mechanic Simulator video, I'm going to remove everything, spam repair as much as I can, and then buy whatever I couldn't repair. And I need to get that other tie rod off over there to get the steering rack off, so let's just get this done here. This is going to have a lot more bushings because it has the upper and lower control arms. Alright, let's get these two bushings, and then that is going to be it for this side. While we're at it, actually, we can remove the front drive shaft G, and then we have to get this drive axle off in order to get the actual axle itself off. So let's make our way over in that direction. I think we can remove it now. Yes, we can. Good. Okay. So it looks like we're going to need 4 plus 8, 12 bushings for the front end here. Let's get that tie rod and a steering rack. Good. And we need to get this off to get the lower one off. keep forgetting I gotta get these suspension arms off before I get the steering knuckle. All right. Front sway bar B. All right. That is the front of the vehicle. Front end is removed. Let's go ahead and save my game real quick. And let's get repairing. All right, that is everything. And I did not see a bunch of stuff we pulled off. So, we do not need any steering knuckles. We do not need an axle knuckle cover. And we do not need a wheel hub. That is good. However, we are going to need a couple of wheel hub bearings. So let's go ahead and go purchase those right now. 2 wheel hub bearings. Let's go ahead and get our bushings while we are at it as well. I believe we need 12 of those. And we're going to need a front sway bar and tie rod. So let's go ahead and just get front. So we needed a sway bar. I don't even remember what we needed. Forgot already. Front drive axle D and a front sway bar B. So we need a front drive axle. I'm not going to do this. Front drive axle D and a front sway bar B. There. That's better. I'm not going to sit through there and go through that list. It's really annoying. Alright, do we need a suspension? Yes, we need a front suspension cross member. C. Alright, let's see. Do we need a drive axle? We do not need any drive axles. Let's go ahead and get the steering rack. Let's see if the steering rack got repaired first. It did not. So we're going to need a steering rack and the tie rods. So let's get those now. And then while we're also in the shop, we will get the shock absorbers. I don't remember if they were double wishbones. I think they are double wishbones. So I'm gonna bet that part of me wants to just buy it, but the other part of me doesn't. So we need a bottom suspension arm as well. I just want to see what I need. Yep, they're double wishbones. Okay. So we need 2 of those, 2 of those, and then I need springs. And then what is it? Suspension arm, upper suspension arm. Or is it lower? Bottom suspension arm. Where is bottom suspension arm? There it is. And we need to go and put those on the spring thing over here in order to get those two put together. So join parts. We'll get these two joined up and then we'll put them on the vehicle. Yes, I need to join parts. Alright, so we're almost done with the front end here. And we can move on to the rear suspension. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our steering rack installed. Our sway bar, and then these 2 bushings here. There we go. Alright, what do we have to get next? We need sway bar, 2 sway bar end link Bs. And I'm also gonna need some brakes as well. 2 of these. Let's get the brakes. I know I'm gonna need ventilated brake discs and pads. I don't know about calipers, but we'll see in just a minute what we're gonna need for that. Alright, so we're gonna need a caliper and a cylinder. Alright, caliper and cylinder. There we go. Okay. And it wants me to put the upper suspension arm in before the wheel, which we haven't even repaired the wheels yet, so we'll do that right after. So there we go. That side is done. Let's just go ahead and speed through this side. And we are almost done. Okay, I need an upper suspension arm now. All right. I do believe that we are done with the front, except for these two bushings here. And then, oh wait, we gotta put the shock absorber and the end link as well. Always those things at the very end that I always forget, especially on the rear suspension. Alright, so, did we get to repair this? No, we did not. That was not repairable. Alright, so, we're gonna go ahead and save our game real quick. And I'm gonna go ahead and get this, this front drive shaft G installed. Front drive shaft G. There we go. Did I buy the wrong one? Oh, yes, I did. Alright. That looks good to me. Let's go on ahead and get these rims over here. See if we can get those repaired. I don't think we are going to be able to do that though. Yeah, that one is 14%. It's not repairable. And the other one looked even worse than that, so... yeah, 11%. Those are done. Let's figure out what size tires we need here. Off-road tire Bs. I'll get those in a second. I'm gonna forget. Alright, here we go. We need off-road tire B, 275, 65, 20. Off-road tire. I'm gonna put off-road tires on there. 275, 65, 20. That looks good. And then, of course, we need to go to the rim shop and get rims for our F350. And those are going to be 20-inch rims, and we need 2 of them. Alright, let's get these put together and balanced and back on the truck. Yeah, I like the tread design on these a lot better. Let's go ahead and get this on the wheel balancer because it takes about 10 years for that to work. So yeah, this Ford F350 is part of the Ford DLC in this game. So if you guys want to get it, you need the Ford DLC, which I highly recommend you get because it is awesome having real non-modded cars in this game. There we go. Wheels are done. Front two at least. Let's go ahead and get these installed. And then we will get to work on the rear of the vehicle. I just messed up my star pattern there. Whatever. There we go. Alright, so that is done. I definitely like that tread pattern a lot better. That looks really good. It would be even better if we had white sidewalls to go with that, but I'm not going to complain. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if there's anything in my inventory that I need. Yes, I need... no, I don't need that drive shaft G. We already repaired it. We need the transfer case and the gearbox and the drive shaft. So let's go ahead and put them in the warehouse. I'm just going to put them in the customer parts section. There we go. Boom, boom. All right. That is everything. We're going to go ahead and sell the rest. And when the time comes, I'll buy some new body parts for it. All right, let's go ahead and sell all that. It's not going to sell those because I didn't put it up to 100%. There we go. And then we'll just sell these. It's not worth removing them to get the money. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the rear suspension by saving my game and then getting started. This one's going to take a little bit longer because, actually, no, it's not. It's a classic rear-wheel drive suspension setup. Thought it was going to be like one of those complicated ones that you have on a car, like the Taurus had. Alright, I just kind of jumped to the other side here, but what do I need to remove to get this out? Oh, nothing. That's one thing I don't like about this game is I want to get stuff removed as quickly as possible, and sometimes it doesn't register that a part is off even if it is. And I click on something and it doesn't register it, and when I release my mouse button, it shoots me in like that. Alright, let's see here. This side is done. Let's get the fuel tank out. Move over to this side. Let's get these bushings off. So we're gonna need 4 small rubber bushings for sure. I'm guessing these are our rear shock absorber Bs. Yep. Alright. There we go. And this last piece, and there we go. Rear suspension is gone. Let's go ahead and repair what we can and then buy what we need. And that was not a lot to repair. Holy cow, we're gonna have to buy a bunch of parts. I know we're gonna need that leaf spring rear drive axle, so let's get out of the rim shop. We do not need to be there anymore. So we're going to need a leaf spring rear drive axle. We are going to need some small rubber bushings, 4 of them to be exact, and then we are also going to need rear shock absorber Bs. And other than that, I do not know what we need, so we're just going to go with it and see. Rear axle knuckle housing C. Gotta go find that. C, I passed it. I was looking for a wheel hub, so that's why I missed it. Alright, do we need any leaf springs? Yes, we need a leaf spring. Let me go ahead and get the bushings in. Let me see if we need to get any. Okay, so we need a leaf spring plate and 1 bolt. So we need a leaf spring plate, and a leaf spring U-bolt. Leaf spring bolt, plate, and a leaf spring itself. Okay. And this side is almost done except for the brakes and such. We need a wheel hub 3. And we need 2 solid rear drive axles, so wheel hub 3. And we'll just type in solid and then I'll bring it up. There we go. We need 2 of those. Or just 1 and I'll buy another one. Alright, brakes. We're gonna need 2 brake discs, 2 brake pads, and I don't know about the calipers. So we'll see when we get there what we need to do. Alright. Looks like this side is done. So let's move over to this one. And I'm going to bounce up here so I have a better view on it. Alrighty. We're making good progress on this car. Truck. Vehicle. Automobile. Alright, that looks like everything except for the leaf spring plates and the leaf spring U-bolts. Another easy thing to forget when you're rebuilding these. Any vehicle really that uses them. Alright, I think that is everything. Let's go ahead and get the fuel tank and a fuel pump and get those installed, and then we'll get the wheels done. Oh, I'm an idiot. I already had the brakes, didn't I? I was like, remembering, oh, I might need to get some brakes. Did we get them all? Yeah, I guess we managed to repair everything. That's pretty cool. Alright, well, let's go get a fuel tank and a fuel pump. So, fuel tank, fuel pump. Alright, that is going to be the rear suspension, except for this side. We may need to get some brakes. Yeah, we're gonna need brakes for this one, yep. I only accounted for the one side for the brakes, not this side. There we go. Alright, so we are going to need to get our rims. Let's go and separate parts. We're going to need a rim F350. So let's go ahead and get that in a 20-inch size. There we go. And then let's see if this other one. So this other one, we might be able to repair it. It's a 16%. We stand a pretty big chance of breaking it beyond repair, so let's hope we don't do that. Alright, we managed to repair it. We just saved ourselves a lot of money doing that. And now we need to go buy tires. So again, 275, 65, 20. And I'm going to go with the off-road tires. 275, 65. Yep. And let's get these installed. And I think we are almost done with this thing. Just have to rebuild the engine, which is going to be fun. Because that is a lot of components in it. And as an owner of a Ford truck that is not an F350, it's really nice to see an engine that looks realistic. So, let's get these installed. There we go. There are no items to work with. Did I not balance the other one? Yeah, I didn't balance the other one. So yeah, I like that tread. Those tires look good. It's gonna look even better when we have everything, all the body paneling put back on and all that good stuff. There we go. Now we can put this on. Alright, there we go. We are done with the rear end. Let's go ahead and get the exhaust put in, and then we will work on the engine. So, why do you have to shoot me all the way back here, you dumb game? I want to be up here in the front. Alright, so we need 2 catalytic converters, 2 middle mufflers, and 2 exhaust pipe Cs. So let's go over here. We need 2 exhaust pipe C, 2 cats. I probably passed the middle muffler, didn't I? Yes, I did. 2. And I think this is going to be a rear muffler B V8. I was looking for a Ford muffler, but I don't know if they have that. Yeah, rear muffler Bs. That's fine though. We need 2 of those. There we go. Alright, now we just need to get the catalytic converters installed. Let me jump up here to the front. And then we need 2 front exhaust pipe Bs. Actually, let's make sure they're both B. Yeah, they are. They've started changing them up so that one is A and one's B. So we need front exhaust pipe B V8. There we go. One there and one there. All right, so the next thing is going to be the engine, because it wouldn't really make any sense to put anything else in there. So let's go ahead and drop this down. Since we are done under the vehicle for the time being, we'll drop this down to the ground. And we also have to do the interior. We'll do that before we put the body panels on. All right, let's see if we can repair anything. Nope, we cannot. Let's clean out our inventory for the impending storm of engine parts. Of like the 5 parts on here that I will probably be able to restore. Let's start by getting the clutch parts off. And then we can flip this thing over. So let's see what we're working with. There's only 4 pistons in there, so we're gonna need to replace all of them anyway. So, crankshaft V8J. This is where it gets confusing, all these new part names. Oh, we don't have to worry about the crankshaft, or the block, or the clutch plate. Well, 3 things we were able to repair off that engine. I was wrong by 2 parts. Alright, so, what do we need? We need a lot of stuff. We need a V8 oil filter, a V8 power steering pump, and a regular alternator. So, let's go ahead and hit V8. Actually, that is too broad. We need a power steering pump V8, an alternator. We are going to need, again, too broad, an oil filter, V8, and then we are going to need, I think it's going to be an oil pan V8. I don't see any, other than that Ford oil pan, I don't see a brand specific oil pan. And then we got to get pistons, rings, rod caps, bearing caps, stuff like that. So let's go ahead and do that now. This is going to be a V8, so we need 8 rings and 8 pistons, and I went way over there with the rings. Okay. Don't know why I just exited. I need more stuff. I need 8 rod caps. And then I need, let's see here. Let's just type in cap. I need 3 crankshaft bearing caps. Unless I need 4. It's been a while since I've rebuilt this. 3. Okay, we're good. We should be able to build this engine now. The bottom end, at least. So let's do that. First bearing cap going in. Second bearing cap going in. And let's get these last 4 pistons installed. Alright, third and final bearing cap going in. And then let's get these pistons with con rods installed. Rod cap, and we should be able to put our oil pan on. Yeah, there we go. Oil pan V8. I was right. And the bottom end of this beast is done. Let's go ahead and flip it over upside, or right side up. I was gonna say upside down, but it was upside down. Right side up. And let's go ahead and get the top end done. So we need an engine head A and B of the V8i, I guess. Let's type in V8i. Yep. So we need an engine head A and B of V8's eyes. Okay, there we go. That should be the engine heads. There we go. So let's just go ahead and get these bolted down. So this is looks like a 2-valve single overhead cam engine. Yep, it is. All right, we need camshaft V8 eyes and an intake manifold V8 eye. So let's go back up to C here. Camshaft V8. All right, we need 2 of those. We need a intake manifold V8 eye, and we're also going to need a throttle body of that same. I believe it's going to be the throttle B. I'm not even done with this engine yet, and it looks so good already. Yeah, this looks amazing. Let's get the camshafts installed. I love the amount of time and effort the developers put into this engine. So we need 8 camshaft cap V8 eyes. So let's go ahead and find those. Camshaft cap. We need 8 of them, 4 on each side. We're gonna need cam gears. 2 of those. And then timing chains as well. Let's get these cam caps installed. And then we need rocker arms to be installed with those. Lots and back and forth transitions to the shop. So we need rocker arms. V8 1, we need 2 of them. I noticed that there is 2 sets of spark plugs on each side. So I think I need 16 spark plugs for this. Yes, I do. No items to work with. What did I forget? Oh, the fuel rail. Fuel rail, direct injection. There's the spark plugs down there. So yeah, there's 2 sets of spark plugs on each side. This is where all the bolts are. I was like, wow, there's no way that the cam caps would not be bolted down. There we go. And this side, same treatment. Crap ton of bolts. All right. So let's go ahead and get these spark plugs put in as well while we are at it. We're going to need some ignition coils for each of those. I guess we only need 8 coils. Alright, let's go buy some ignition coils. Ignition coil, we need 8 of those. So let's go ahead and get these 4 installed, and then those coils up there, and then we need some manifolds. I'm going to put some performance exhaust manifolds on this, just because I can. Alright, so we need exhaust manifold V8 eyes. Let's go to the tuning shop, I think it is. Yes. We need exhaust manifold. Do they even have it, though? V8. Exhaust manifold V8, V8, V8. I do not think they have it. They have performance intake manifolds, though. But they do not have a performance, Oh, no, they do. There it is, right there. I'm blind. Next time I'm just going to type in the whole frickin' name so I can see it. Not have to go searching for it. Okay. Alright, let's get the timing, the front end done here. We haven't even done anything with that. So we need a timing chain A and a timing chain A. So 2 timing chain A's. timing chain A, V1. Need 2 of those. I love how they call them chains now. That's good. They're supposed to be chains. I don't know of any trucks that use an actual belt for their timing. And we need 2 timing chain shoes. Which guide would be more realistic because that's what they are here in the good old US of A. Alright, now we got the timing cover. Timing cover. Capover. Alright, V8i. There we go. Alright, sweet. Now we can put the head covers on, but let's get this front end done here. So we need 2 idler roller A's and a B. And a few other things. So so we need 2 A's, a B. We need a crankshaft pulley, V8. And we need a water pump V8. I'm assuming we're gonna need a water pump pulley as well, so I will buy that. And if not, then I just lost like 10 bucks. There's our V8 water pump. Yeah, water pump pulley. I was right. Crankshaft pulley V8s. And I'm assuming now we'll be able to put some belts on. Yep, there we go. 1 big belt. Serpentine belt V8 1. Let's go ahead and do belt V8, or I, sorry, not 1. So easy to get that confused with 1. I remember when I first started playing this game on like the inline engines and stuff, I always thought that was like, you know, 1.6 and not I, so really easy to get that confused. But you learn a thing or two. Alright, so we need a head cover A and a head cover B. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So we need a head cover A and a head cover B. We are almost done with this engine. We just have to do the clutch components, and then we can drop this thing in our truck. Yep, there's the spark plug wires on the other side, so it does use spark plug wires. Okay. Yep, so we need ignition wires A and ignition wires B. Ignition wires A. Yep, the ones that are going to have the Ford logo next to them. Alright, I think we are just about done here. And we need a fuel filter, and then we need the clutch component. So we don't need a plate. We need a pressure plate, a release bearing, and a flywheel. And then we need a fuel filter for this. There we go. Maybe another time I'll do a performance build for this truck. I'll keep this thing and I might put a performance engine in it later on down the road. But I believe that is going to be it for this engine. It is done. Wow, that looks really good. Let's save and then just take a second here and look at it. That looks amazing. That looks like a big old V8 right there. Looks good. All right, let's get it into the vehicle. Take engine off crate. We need to move this thing over to Caliper A. Install. Goodbye engine crane. And hello sexy V8. We got to get the engine bay stuff done too. We got to clean that up as well. Wow, that looks great. All right, let's get the brake servo out. I don't think I'm going to even attempt to repair any of this. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of it and rebuild stuff. The battery I'll recharge because we have a battery charger, but everything else I'm just going to replace. And while we're doing that, we'll go to the shop and get everything. So we need air filter. We need a filter base. I was almost about to put a rotary base in there. That would have been hilarious. And we need the ABS stuff and the brake servo. And our battery is done charging. Alright, so oh, we also need the radiator stuff. I didn't see that, I forgot. Let's just send this beefy F350 out to do its job towing heavy stuff without a way to cool the engine coolant. Sounds like a plan. Said no one ever. These tedious clips, let's get those installed. Alright, so we just need to get the battery put up. There we go. We need a radiator A. I'm gonna guess we just need a fan housing and then a housing fan. Unless this thing has 2 fans in it. Yes, it does. I bought the wrong fans. Fan 1 and fan 2. Gotta have 2 of those fans. Big old engine's gotta keep cool. Alright, that is the engine. Let's go ahead and save my game. And I think we are ready to do our interior. Oh wait, I forgot. We have to put some other stuff down underneath. Let's get it out of the warehouse. We have the gearbox, the drive shafts, the transfer case, all that good stuff needs to go in. So, let's go ahead and do that. We're also going to need a starter as well. So the transfer case put in. And then the drive shaft installed. Before we do that, let's go ahead and set it up so we don't have to have some weird angle while we're doing it. Alright. Looks good. Looks really good. We need a starter V8, and then I actually think we are ready this time to do the interior and exterior. And then this thing is done. We'll take it on the dyno, see how much horsepower we gain just for having the manifolds be custom. So, let's go ahead and drop this down. We do not need to get underneath the car anymore. Alright, so let's figure out what seats this thing uses. I'm pretty sure it's oh my goodness, I need to go to disassemble, then to assemble. And it is going to be, I believe it's going to be F350. Everything in this is going to be F350. So let's go to the interior shop and literally just type in F350. Yep, we need a bench. We need 2 seats. And again, my thing didn't work there. Okay, there we go. We got everything. I was trying to hit my arrow key to get it to 2, but it wasn't working. And the stupid bug is going to plague me. Yes, it is. It is going to plague me. So let's get ready to get the steering wheel. I have a hunch. Let me test something. Oh, never mind. It's not going to do that. If I exit the vehicle, like, yeah, if I don't look at some interior part, it's going to get it out. That's really annoying. That's really annoying having that. But, alright, I think that is the interior. I think all we need to do now is just body paneling and paint this thing. So let's go ahead and sell all this stuff. There we go. And let's go ahead and go to the body shop. Wrong button. And again, all we need to do is type in F350. And let's go ahead and buy everything that we need. Which is going to be every single little thing here. I think. We don't have any tinted stuff yet. Alrighty, let's make this thing look good. Assemble mode. Get that hood installed, the headlights, bumper. We're going to need license plates as well. So we'll have to go buy those at the very end. Let's go ahead and shut the hood as well. Assemble mode. So close to being done with this thing. Taillight, trunk, bumper, and then it had a Vermont plate on it from the beginning, but we're not going to put a Vermont plate on it. We are going to put a different plate on it. Alright, let's see, what plate do we want to put on there? Let's go on ahead and put on... Let's put on a Texas plate. There we go, Texas truck. Let's do a custom plate. What should we do? Not a truck. There we go. It's worth putting it on there for that custom text. We can already put it on. Alright, not a truck. Seems legit. We gotta not move the car. Go back to assemble mode. Alright, let's go ahead and move this thing to the paint shop. And paint this. We'll get it something other than black. Although that black looks really sleek. Let's see if they have any liveries we can put on it. They do have liveries. Look at that. Cool. I don't think any of them... I want to do any of them, though. What does the livery 3 look like? C to change camera. Let's see here if I can get that livery back up. I don't see anything to do what that livery does. Let's just go with none. We'll go set current. What does the factory color look like? It's so difficult. Yin and yang, man. I'm gonna go with white. Let's move that back to the car lifter A. Technically, we are done. But oh man, that looks really good. That chrome, man. Not a truck. Alright, let's send this to the dyno and see how much horsepower we gained. No oil in the engine. Rookie mistake right there. Then we can go to the dyno once we have oil in the engine. And let's fill it up to the top. There we go. $20 oil change. I will take it. Alright, now let's see if we can move this to the dyno. That's better. That let us. One of these days, this game will become so sophisticated it will say, no fuel in the gas tank. Or something like that. Alright, the lighting in here makes this thing look silver. Man, if we rebuild another one of these, we're gonna make it silver. Alright, let's go ahead and proceed with the dyno test and see. So this is our factory power up here. We had 381 horsepower and 432 pound-feet of torque. So let's go ahead and see what we gained. Alright, we gained 31 horsepower, and we gained 31 pound-feet of torque. So 8% gain of horsepower and a 7% gain in torque. Not bad, not bad. Just for the exhaust manifolds, that's not realistic at all. But let's go ahead and move this out to garage A, and let's go take a look at this thing before we send it off to the garage, where it will sit until we need it again. Alright guys, that is going to be it for this video. We have a nice, beautiful, restored F350 Super Duty ready to go into our garage, or until a customer wants to buy it for an insane amount of money. Let's see how much we could get for it if we were to sell it. We would get $171,000 plus the restoration bonus. So we'd get about $208,000 roughly. But I like this truck. I'm going to keep it. And the next time we get an F350 and we have to restore that, we will do that. We'll sell that one. But that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and a comment. If you have any ways that I could make my videos better, I would appreciate it. I'm still pretty new to content creation. So yeah. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next video and catch you guys later.